All right, we got number 14. We're graphing it. 14 over here. You just kind of look at this graph real quick. Whoa. It's growth, right? We know it's growth. How do we know it's growth? Right? Because the x is on a number bigger than 1, right? So it's going to grow. What is 2 to the 0?
1.
1? So what's 1 times negative 2?
Negative 2.
So at negative 2, we're at 0. Okay? So it got shifted down. So we know we got shifted down. So when negative 1, we're at 0. But and then what's going to happen when we're at 1? So 2 to the 1 is
2.
2 times negative 2 is?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. So we're going to go 1 and then 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have negative 4 and negative 2, right? So we see that it's going to continue to go down like this. So what's happened is it is a growth, but remember it's growing negatively because it's got flipped, right? It got flipped across the x-axis because it was a vertical flip, right?
Why are you laughing?
And, or what we call reflection, vertical reflection. And it's also a stretch, right? Vertical.
Stop.
Vertical stretch.
What makes you go negative 4?
Huh?
What makes you go negative 4?
Well, when I put a 1 in for x, right?
Yeah.
When x is 0, I get 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. When x is 1, then the function y becomes 2 times 2, or 2 times negative 2, which is negative 4. Right? And it's just going to continue. Now, when it's 2, it's going to be 4 times 2, which is 8. And then 8 times 2, which is 16. So it's just going to get really big, or big in a small way, really negative, really fast. Right? Which means it's going to be coming close. Right? It's going to be going that way. So we got to think. When this is negative 1, what happens to the 2? When this is negative 1, right? Then this gets flipped and that becomes 1/2, right? What's 1/2 of 2? 1. So what's 1/2 of negative 2? Negative 1. Okay? So this is going to be negative 1, negative 1, right? So at negative 1, negative 1, you're coming down, and this is where it's going to start going towards 0. Right? And it'll continue to go towards 0 until it gets really close, and that's the graph. And that's how you should be able to graph it. Okay? Now you could plug it in on your computer and copy it from the computer. That's fine. Or you can just do a couple of problems like we just did. We think of like number 15. We're going to think of it the same way. What's happening to it? Well, it's decay. We know it's decay because of the 1/2, right? So we know it's a decay function. That means it looks like what? So remember, decay is going towards the 0, right? Or it flips and it's going towards the 0. Remember? So remember, stretch, or I'm sorry, growth is, or, right? So that's growth. This is growth. This is decay. And this is a negative decay. Is it a negative decay? Yeah, right? So we know that it's a horizontal flip, looks like this. Right? So it's on the negative side. So when I graph this function, this is 14. But when I graph 15, right, I'm going to graph it a little bit. Oh, that's really bad. Graph it a little bit higher up on the graph so that we can see it. Okay? So I should be able to see the decay. Decay meaning going to nothing. Going to nothing. Whereas growth is it's going to either negative infinity or going to positive infinity. Okay? So, here it's going to be going to nothing. Let's see, it's, where's it going to cross? We'll plug in some simple values, right? So in this case, I'm going to use red. We'll talk about x and y. If x is 0, that's the easiest value, right? So if x is 0, this goes to 1. What's 1 times negative 4?
Right? Negative 4.
Boom. So at 0, we're at negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now, we'll plug in some other really easy numbers, like, well, how about a 1, right? So at 1, we should be at, well, 1 times 1 half, right? 1 half times just nothing. So just, there's 1 half. So 1 half times negative 4?
Negative 2.
Negative 2, okay? So that means at 1, we're at negative 2, right? So where are we going to be at 2? Well, what's 1 half times 1 half? 1 half times 1 half is 1/4. What's a fourth of negative 4?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. So we're finally going to be at 1. At negative 1. And what's going to happen here is it's going to go down towards nothing. Right? And what's going to happen up here is it's going to go towards infinity. Negative infinity. Okay? So it's decaying. It's decaying from an infinite negative infinity to 0. Whereas this one is growing from 0 to infinite negative infinity. It's kind of inverse functions. Okay? Not really inverse functions, but yeah.